Not to say that I look down or looking down upon those who offer the general arts. We are exceptional and we are also
Yes,
good.
sure.
That's what we can do. But back in
Yes,
school, I really admire science students.
yes.
How they learn, how they carry themselves. Others after prep, they stay behind and do that. So that's
Yeah.
why I brought me to this question and asked that: do you necessarily have to be very intelligent before you offer the profession or the course, science and all that? But you have cleared the air telling us that you don't necessarily have to do by trying to use Ben Carson as an example. Very good. So my next question is, what's your take on the practice of doctrine profession in Ghana? How do you see the practice of doctrine in our
Ghana.
country? Yeah.
Hmm. For that particular
You
one,
ham in there.
for that particular one, I think the government really need to go through all these processes again. Because
Why?
you see, when I once I go visited Kolbu Teaching Hospital, and the way they treated patients there is really
Could
appalling.
you put up your voice a bit?
Yes, the way they treated some patients were really really appalling. Like, you see people will be wailing, and you see how these nurses react to them and all that. It's really bad. It's like they are
Okay.
being forced into this kind of
Exactly. Being
profession and all
forced to
that.
do
You
something.
see, it's not really really nice, and I think they have to
But
take a
sorry,
critical look.
sorry to cut you short once again. But if you told me earlier that, and I asked the question, why do you necessarily have to be in school for 7 good years to be certified or be a doctor? And you told me that it entails a lot of learning and all that, and then grooming. And back right now, so you're telling me that other street patients anyhow in Kolebu or in Ghana here,
Yes,
which I must attest to the fact that issue. I've
yes,
witnessed
yes.
some and all, which is very appalling. Why then, if you are going to school for 7 years and grooming is part, why would these people come out and be treating patients appalling and nothing will be done and all that? Because you have gone to school for 7 years, grooming was part of it, and you were told how to treat patients. Some nurses even go beyond the borders,
Yes.
becoming or expressing disgust when they are treating patients with kind of sore or certain things. So why then do some patients? Sorry, I normally experience or see that with nurses often. Do they treat patients anyhow, and so they are going through the meal after school and they are treating patients anyhow? That's the first question.
Yes.
Second question: nothing is being done.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, I know maybe at the point of treatment or them catering for the patient, the doctors or the supervisor wouldn't be around. But it's supposed to be verified and be checked. Yeah, that's the question I'm asking. I'm
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
Or what would you say about that?
So on this particular one, I would love to say that, like, more education needs to be done, like more
Okay.
emphasis needs to be done about this particular issue, because
Okay.
people are really complaining, and people are even dying out of this same situation, and I think they need to really educate them on that. Yeah,
Educated.
that's
Okay. So
education
yeah.
best.
So back to the actual very short on that. You're telling me why and why the practice of what's your take on the practice of doctrine profession in the country?
Okay, my take on.
The practice of doctrine as a profession in the country,
Okay.
in Ghana, how you see it. That's what brought you to the take on how doctors or nurses at times treat patients, and I came in with that. So just finalizing it, what's your take on it? Is it something good? Is it something that you can write, or something good that you can write home about, or very bad, or what? Just some few seconds or some few words
Okay,
on that.
my take on that would be, in terms of rating, I think I'll rate it over, I think, 70%. Yes,
70% over.
70%.
No, when you say 70%, I mean then 70% is a pass mark.
Yes, 70%.
It's
That's what I'll say for now.
You say for
Yes,
now, okay.
yes,
Because of time, my producer is prompting me
yes,
about time, and because of that, I won't delve into it and raise another argument on that.
yes.
But I think 70% is poor based
Yeah,
on how
very
he
poor,
came in. But
very
guys,
poor.
as you are watching, you are still watching the campus show here with me and your Pondinchi, your host for the show on your online TV, where we get university students, find out what they are doing, something interesting, intriguing for you to learn as well. Like what we have brought some Olamte here to give us nuggets of wisdom based in science, or what science as a study have on human beings. And even on today's show, you might not necessarily be an inspiring person, but if you have the voice to speak, you can be able to join us here to share something. So you can also join us with your thoughts and comments. Why or how necessarily doctrine as a course have the impact they have on human beings and all that. And then we are trying to find out the practice of doctrine. What's your take on it? Is it something good to write home about in Ghana? Let me know what you think. Write in the comment section below. As you join us here on the conversation as we are having here. So moving on to the show, I want to ask some few questions before we bring the show to a close. So I want to find out from you very quickly, how do you continue to grow and develop as a student from your career point of view?
How the question
How do
again?
you continue to grow? You are still a student, you have not gotten there yet, although you are there. How do you continue to grow, to keep learning, to keep distinguishing yourself from others, keep being unique, basically grow and develop yourself as a student doctor, if I must say?
Okay, I think it is passion. My passion keeps me moving on.
Your
Like
passion.
my passion keeps me moving on. So that's what I basically focus on. I just focus on my passion, what I want to do. I just want to alleviate pain. I just love science, and that's what I want to be. I just want to be in the health fraternity.
You just want to
That's
be
what
there. So
keeps me.
what you're saying is that passion keeps
Yes,
moving, or you keep moving because of passion.
yes,
That's
yeah.
very good. What do you look sorry, who do you look up to? I know a few, but who do you look up to for inspiration?
I look up to Dr. Ben Carson. That's
Okay,
my only father. That's the
that's
only
your own
one I look
father.
up to.
Inshallah.
Yes, that's him. I just look up to him.
He's the only one.
Only
Oh,
one.
okay.
I just
So
look up.
Ben Carson, if you are watching this, we have a great fan
Hello,
here.
Mr. Ben Carson.
So, and I'm sure he watches. So, guys, the only best way
Yes,
he can be
yes,
able to hear this video and watch is by you sharing.
yes,
So, let's
sure,
share until Ben Carson gets this video for
sure.
his son or his mentee here to know that he
Yes,
have a real great fan here. My next question I want to find out from you is that majority of the youth have the perception that becoming a doctor is difficult and stressful. What's your aside me asking some few seconds ago that do you have to be intelligent, a lot of us have the perception that the doctrine itself as a course is very difficult and stressful. What do you say about that?
yes. I won't lie about that. It's very, very, very stressful. Very, very difficult. Very, very stressful and very, very difficult. I think anything big is difficult to achieve.
Okay,
So
anything big is difficult
yes,
to achieve.
anything big is difficult to achieve. So you just need to go through it. Now let's take this example. For a gold to become gold, but it must pass through what? A furnace, a hot
For what? A
a
goat
gold to be a
become
gold
gold. I gold to
become
become
gold.
gold.
It must pass through a hot furnace,
Yeah.
so a burning fire. So you have to go through it all in order to what? Glow.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
that's how gold is made. So you have to go through all the pain, the stress and everything.
Wow.
But
Then
you'll be fine. You'll be
this
fine.
brings
You'll
me
be
to a
fine.
question that do you have challenges on the field?
Oh yes, so many many challenges.
Did you mention just one or two?
Yeah, you have people dying. There's at least mistake and someone will just die
Someone
like that.
die. And based on that, when they die, is it your fault? I know you have gone through the male school and everything, did your best, but would the fault be laid on your shoulder? Because find out the doctor, you brought him to you to cater for him or her. So would it be your fault? Just find out from that. Because at times, watching movies, when people bring their patients or their siblings or loved ones to the hospital and they die, they tend to blame the doctors. Although not all, but is it entirely on you to be blamed?
Not entirely. Sometimes it's just bound to happen.
It's just
But
bound to
just
happen.
take it just as it is. Because I quite remember my own sibling. I'm a twin, right? I'm a twin,
Okay.
and my own
I'm
sibling
coming.
died.
For a moment, I wanted to let the question pass. Now, you're a twin.
Yes, I'm a
Oh,
twin.
but Samuel, why is
You
it
don't
that?
know.
Is it that is it not that I'm not close to you, or you have not considered me as one of your close friends, or you are
Oh,
trying to push yourself
nah,
away from
no,
me?
no,
Because I don't know you want to venture into politics. I just find out on this set
Mm-hmm.
you are a twin, which I don't know.
Really?
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
thought you know.
Oh, no.
Really, I'm a twin.
You're a
She
twin, and
died.
unfortunately, one it's a she.
Says
Oh,
she died in one nurse's hands. I think they say mistakes.
okay.
You see,
The inappropriate delivery or treatment
yes,
nurses give to
yes,
patients and
yes.
all that.
They died through the same process. So I think it's just like that.
I am.
Mistakes happen
What
and
age
difficulties
did she
come.
get to?
Well, I think right after she was born.
Oh,
Yes,
oh, I
I
didn't
think
know.
for about 15, 20 minutes or so, and she
Oh,
just died.
sorry. So you're Oku or
I'm
what?
Oko. I'm
Oku.
Oko.
So
Yes,
it should be
yes.
what?
Aquili.
Aquile. Oku
Yes,
and Aquile.
Oko and Aquili.
But since she died, she did come out.
She did come
So
out.
are you still bearing the name Oku?
Yeah, I'm still bearing the name Oko.
Oh, then I don't know this
Every
name.
year I celebrate my twin
So
sister
just
and all that.
recently, as we did the Omaha
Yes,
Festival, this
yes,
thing you
yes.
did. I know when twins die, they have some celebration,
traditional
something
festival.
for
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
you
yeah.
still do it.
I still do it. I still do it. It's very,
Oh,
very
okay.
essential.
It's very essential.
Very,
Why
very
do you do
essential.
that?
Yes, it's just something that I came to me, so I'm not supposed to.
To
I don't want to delve much into it
march
because
into
of
that,
something. So
exactly. Good. This,
yeah,
this, this
just
even
like that.
a topic for that, but
Yeah.
we'll bring him back and then talk about his
Yes.
twins issue and all that.
Yes. Yes.
But my last question before we move to an interesting segment is, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years. Wow, that's a nice question. In the
In
next
the next
five
five
years,
years,
I shouldn't be in Ghana.
hey,
Yes.
you shouldn't be in
I
Ghana,
shouldn't be in Ghana. I should be
guys.
practicing medicine somewhere in the US.
Wow,
Yes, that's what I
that's
see.
your focus.
That's my
Is
focus.
that the only thing you would want to say based on the question I've asked? The next 5 years, you need be in Ghana.
Yes, I'll be practicing medicine in the
Where
US.
exactly? US.
Yes.
Wow, US. So, guys, my producer is still prompting me because of time, but we have gotten to another interesting segment right here on the campus show. It's called the Campus Fun segment. This is a time we have with our interviewees and find out a bit more how smart they think they are. And we try and learn. As I've just said, this guy is a shakor. He teaches me maths and science back then. So you answer most of my question. If he can't, we will then punish him. So Sammy, the first question, if you know, you just tell me. The first question: who is the current Speaker of Parliament? Who is the current Speaker of Parliament?
Politics.
Yeah. Good,
Current-
good. You said you want to venture in politics.
Hey,
I'll be
yeah,
helping you.
welcome,
I'll be helping you. So, guys, am I not helping him? I am.
welcome.
Who is the current Speaker of Parliament?
Hey, I think Ebedo Ajao.
Hey.
I know.
So you have two shots. You have done
Okay,
one. Two
okay,
shoort.
Okay.
You have done two. You have done two shots. You have done one.
I think I know this man.
Hey. Okay, so
Politics. So
it's a left with
sorry.
one.
Okay.
Should I answer? You can't answer.
Yeah, please answer.
No, I just two shots, so you have one more shot. Will you try or I should give you the answer?
Yes, give me the answer.
Okay, so the answer is Alban Sumani Kinson.
Really?
Kisley. No,
Kingsford.
Kingsford, sorry. Alban
Kingsford.
Sumani Kingsford.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes,
So
I know of
the
Kingsford.
current Speaker of Parliament is Alban Sumani Kingsford. So he is the current Speaker of Parliament. So I want to ask you another politics question.
These days, you like to wear African prints, right?
Me.
Nah,
Yeah, exactly. And I think there was this tradition some that he dressed traditionally to
yeah.
parliament to go through proceedings and all that. So the Speaker of Parliament is Alban Sumani Kingsford. Exactly. So I'm asking him the next politics question.
Hey,
That's not the question I have planned, but just him telling me you want to become a politician. I'm just trying to be a friend and a helping hand.
Okay.
So who is the current Minister for Information?
Current Minister for Information. I think is it Osla Usu.
Hey, Osla. Okay, so I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
You have done your last shot, guy. I'm helping him. You have done your last shot. You are left with last shot, but I'm helping you with this one. I mentioned the person name here. There was a conversation I was doing, and I mentioned the person's name.
Really? Wow.
Okay, it's a male. I've given you.
I know it's a male.
It's a man. You mentioned Osla.
So I'm just trying to be smart.
Okay.
Hey, who's that?
Oh, I mentioned his name. Okay, do you know my surname? Yes. He bears my surname.
Kojo Opon.
Kojo Opon. That's good. Now let me come to my last two questions that I plan on asking you. What can run but can't walk?
What can run
but can't walk?
What can run but is it air?
No, it's not air. It's river. It's river.
Oh, okay.
It's river. So river can run but can't walk. Good. So my last question. What can fly but has no wings?
What can fly? Has no wings. Fly.
I mean, this one you should answer. You should answer.
Fly.
What can fly?
Wings. Time.
What?
Time.
Come again.
Time.
Time. Oh no. No, you have last shot.
Hey.
Let me give you a clue again. You mentioned it also. You mentioned it recently, not long ago. Very good. So guys, our interviewee has shown how smart he is. But all the same, I'm also smart because I helped him. You see, I helped him in all that. But Sammy, we want to No, before you leave, before we bring this in-depth and interesting interview to a close, in wrapping up, I want you to look into the camera and then give us a social media handle, and then your last
Okay,
words. It could be advice, tell them to do something for you. It could be anything. So look
okay.
into the
So
camera.
Samuel Nilante Okunka Dagadukwashi Modua Otega Oko Lamte. And I think my social media handle, I think IG is Father11 on IG.
So,
And my advice
I'll
is
try
that
and sit down. When I sit
you
down,
see,
then
if you want to
you
really do
fix it.
something in life,
Let that be
just don't watch anyone.
a bit of it.
Just go straight and just do it. Just don't watch anyone. Just follow your dreams, follow your passion. No matter how hard or difficult it is, just go through it. In the end, you really excel. That's what I have for you.
Wow, wow. Charlie, Sammy, we call him Father One.
Yes,
And the name
that's
Father One means that
yes.
father of all book, father of all knowledge, meaning that I'm sure you give us a definition when I
Sure,
finish.
sure, sure.
Meaning that when you are kind of skeptical or don't understand something in academics, he's the right person to go to for letting him understand that one. So that's why he does the name Father One. And we want to really appreciate you. Thank you so much for
Thank you very much.
joining me here on the campus show to share nuggets of wisdom based on how the study of science as a course in universities is on human lives and all that. And thank you very much. And then you guys out there, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this in-depth and interesting interview. Whilst we have learned a whole lot of things, you can try and join us with your thoughts and comments in the comment section below based on this topic, why the study of science as a course has impact on human life and all that. But remember, the interviewee said for a gold to become a gold, it needs to pass through a hot furnace. What are we really doing? And that's what brings him to do the course as a science here in University of Ghana, studying animal biology. Whatever you're doing, don't give up. There will be heat, there will be everything, but make sure you get stuck to it. And at the end, everything will be rest assured. My name once again is Andy Opondichi, and I've been your humble host. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.